Hello students, welcome back class 12. Today I am discussing our Pandas DataFrame topics. Today I am discussing about iteration operation. Iteration means we can access row by row data, column by column data, value by value data using a loop or using a data frame advanced functions. Okay students, so here I want to first save this program and run this program again. Okay, I want to save and run this program so you can see the output of this coding. Okay students, so now this is our output. Okay, so this is our output, you can see. So this is our iteration operation. You can see the output of this coding. Simple, you can see here. This is our import pandas spd. Okay, student 1, this is our entire data frame I have created using our pandas dictionary concept. Roll number, this is our column 1, roll name, this is our second column, and this is our set of value. You can see 101 Ram, 102 Mohan, 103 Sohan, 104 Rohan. Columns, you can see same thing, same column name you will again repeat here. And here I am using print student 1, so it will display entire data frame. Okay, so but the same thing we can perform directly, it will very helpful, but I want to selectively I want to access each and every part of this data frame. Okay, suppose column by column I want to display, suppose row by row I want to display, so we can say iteration operation. Suppose you want to display each and every value at a time, so we can use value by value. So we know very well iloc and loc we can use. Iloc for our integer location. Okay, here we can use 0, 0, 0, 1. Loc we can use for our label index. Okay, for our label index, label index or default index we can use value by value. Row by row, so row by row I can use itr rows, or we can use itr tuples function. Okay, row by row we can access, line by line we can access, and we can display. And column by column, we suppose first we display roll number column, then we can display name column. So column by column we can use itr item functions. Okay, so today I am showing how to access value by value, row by row, and column by column accessing using these functions. So this function you can keep in mind. Okay, itr items for column by column, itr rows for row by row, itr tuples for. Okay, so these things. So here I am showing the output and explaining. Okay, I want to just display one by one. So simply I want to copy this code and I want to paste, and I will explain. Okay, suppose we can access iteration means we can using a loop we can access. So here we can use row by row. I want to access a data frame. Suppose first row, then we will display second row, then we will third row. So how to access? So you can see row by row we can use, we have two methods, itr rows and itr tuples. Okay, so here I am using for loop. Here we can use two variable, index comma row. Here we can use two variable, index comma row. And in we know very well, in for loop we always use in. And here data frame name is our student 1, and here we can use itr rows. Okay, so what is the output of this code? So this will give the first row. Okay, because it have all the rows. In student 1 itr rows have all the rows, the collection of all the rows. Okay, in this variable. But in this coding, we want to select only first row. I want to select only first row. So in index you can see 0. So 0 will store in index, and row means 101 and Ram will store in the in this row variable. Okay, so here I am using print row. Okay, and in row we can use roll number. So what is the roll number? You can see 101 will display. Or here I am using row, or here we can use name. So what is the name? Ram. So first it will display 101 and Ram. Okay, I want to save and run this program again. Okay students, so you can see the output of this code. So you can see here first row 101 Ram. Again loop will work okay, and second row 102 Mohan. So 102 here index is our 1, row we can say 102 Mohan. So in row, but first I want to display roll number 102 and name we can say Mohan. So it will display 102 Mohan. Again loop will work, and next time 103 Sohan will come, and index is our 2. In row you can see 103 and Sohan. But in 103 we can use roll number part, so it will display 103. But in row we can use name part, so it will display Sohan. Again loop will work, and last element will come, and index is our 3, and in row you can see two things, 104 and Rohan. So I want to access roll number 104 and Rohan. So you can see in this style ITR rows we can access row by row, and we can display our entire data frame line by line. Okay students, so we can use iteration operation. Iteration means value by value, row by row, column by column we can access. Now here I am using next function is ITR tuple function. Okay, so here I want to copy and paste. So here you can see two methods. ITR rows we already used. Now here I am using ITR tuples. So same output you can see with the help of ITR tuples. Okay, so here we only single variable row. So we can see first row will come and store in row, and then we can directly display. Then again loop will come, and second row will come and store in row, and second row will display. Okay, I want to save and run this program again. So you can see the output of this. Okay, now output of this row you can see in this style. You can see roll number 101 and Ram. Okay, again loop will work, second row, so you can see 102 and Mohan. Again loop will work, and 103 and Sohan you can see. Again loop will work, and 104 and Rohan you can see. So this is our output of this coding. This coding output you can see. This is the output. But in this output you can see row by row everything clearly mentioned, but here format is different. 0, 1, 2, 3 roll number you can see each and every proper title and proper output. So we can access row by row with the help of ITR tuples. Okay students? Okay students, now same output we can access another way. Okay, now we can use our iloc. Okay, iloc we already know very well, so here I am using iloc. Okay, so iloc means value by value we can display our data. Okay, so this example we know very well. First we count total number of rows. Len means total number of rows. So you can see total number of rows, we can use total 4 rows. Here we have total 4 rows. So here range function will inside 0, 4. So we can understand 0, 1, 2, 3. Inside the range function 0, 1, 2, 3 will create, and 0 will store in I variable. 0 will store in I variable, and here I am using student1.iloc. So you can see 0, 0. So you can see 0, 0 means here you can see 101 display, and here you can see 0, 1. So we can think this is our RAM. This is our RAM. Again loop will work. Here I will store 1. So you can see, so student 1, so you can see 1, 0. So it will display 102, and 1, 1 will display Mohan. Again loop will work, and I have 2. So you can see 2, 0. So it will display 103, and 2, 1 will display Sohan. Again loop will work, and 3. So you can see 3, 0 will show 104, and 3, 1 will show Rohan. So you can see using iloc we can access value by value accessing, you can see. So here I want to run this program. So you can see, so value by value, each and every value at a time we will access one by one. Okay students, with the help of iloc. Okay, so we can say this will display the output. We can access value by value. Okay, value by value. Okay, now here we have another option, same perform we can use. Now we can use our label index concept. We can use our label index concept. We can use log. Okay, so we can use log. Same thing you can see, copy and paste, but here I am using roll number and name. Okay, so we can use our roll number and name also. Okay, so inside roll number have 0 and name inside is 1. In iLoc we can use, but in loc we can use our label index. So same thing we can use, but output is same. Okay, but output is same. I want to run this program. So you can see, same output. This is our iLoc output and this is our loc output. So you can see 101, then Ram, then 102, then Mohan, then 103, then Sohan, then 104, then Rohan. So the output of this coding. But here new thing is, here I am using the label index. Here I am using default index of column 01. Here I am using label index of column. Okay, so same thing we can use using a logs, but here is value by value we can access. Here we can display row by row. Now our last option is we can display our column by column. Okay, first we display our roll number column, then we can display our name column using a itr item function. Okay students, so in using a looping, the last option we can use itr tuples. So we can use this column by column itr items function. So I want to discuss. Okay students, so this is our last function, but here I am using itr items because column by column we can use itr item function. Okay, so here we again used key and value. So what is our key? Key is our roll number. Roll number is our key. Name is our key. And roll number, key and values of roll number you can see 101, 102, 103, 104. Name is our second key, or value of name key you can see Ram, Mohan, Sohan and Rohan. So column by column we can display our data. I want to save and run this program again. So you can see output. So you can see, okay, so this is our roll number. So roll number is our key. And value you can see 101, 102, 103, 104. So this is our column by column we can access. Again loop will come and select next column name, okay, key and value of name you can see Ram, Mohan, Sohan and Rohan. So itr items, so it will display key our only two keys, roll number and roll number values you can see 101, 102, 103. And our second key name, okay, the value of Ram, Mohan, Sohan and Rohan. So in this style we can use key value and itr items we can use. So column by column data we can display in this style. Okay, so we have complete way to display entire data frame directly. We simply use student one, but each and every part we can touch. Okay, if you want to use each and every value, so we can use value by value. Okay, iLoc and loc. If you want to display row by row, okay, so we can use itr row and itr tuples method. So line by line we can. Suppose you want to display column by column, so we can use itr items and key value. So in this style we can display column by column. Okay students, so we can touch each and every part of our entire data frame one by one, line by line, row line by line, value by value and column by column. Okay, so we can say this is our standard formula. So you learn with the help of clear understanding, and you can direct apply, and you can select our data, you can search our data with the help of this concept. Okay, so dear student, today I am discussing our iteration concept of entire data frame, and there are various ways to access each and every part. Okay, line by line, value by value, column by column. Okay, so you keep in mind value by value we can use this simple iLoc and loc. Row by row we can use itr rows and itr tuples, and column by column we can use itr items. But this method directly will not work. We must use for loop, key value, and in this structure we can use this method. Okay students, so hope you enjoy this lecture. Thank you so much.